Next hour, we'll be joined by a spokesperson for the Republican National Committee talking former President Trump's plan to take back the White House in November. But first, during this hour, Pennsylvania is not the only swing state up for grabs in this election. Georgia, also a frequent stop for presidential campaigns ahead of Election Day. And this year, of course, no different. Vice President Kamala Harris, Governor Tim Walz as well, just held a bus tour of that state just this past week. But polling shows just a narrow lead for the Democrats right now. So the question is, can that be maintained for the next 65 days? For that and more, we're joined by Tolulope Kevin Olasanoye, Executive Director of the Georgia Democratic Party. Kevin, thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Thanks for having me, Alex. Good to be with you.
So I was actually down there in Georgia for that Harris rally on Thursday. We talked all about the bus tour, visiting Southeast Georgia. We know Democrats typically pay a lot of attention to Atlanta, but this was the first time that a presidential candidate in a very long time had visited Savannah. So tell us about that strategy. What did that say about her campaign's priorities, making that a specific stop?
Well, listen, we know in Georgia that the margin for victory here is going to be razor thin. We only won the state by about 12,000 votes in 2020. And so when you have a margin for victory that is that razor thin, you have to do everything. That means you have to be in the metro parts of our state, and there are plenty of those. And you've got to do persuasion of suburban voters, but you also cannot leave votes on the table in the rural parts of our state. That is the strategy for victory that led President Biden to a victory in 2020. It led to Senate wins and Ossoff and Warnock wins in 2020. We followed those up with the similar strategy in 2022. That's how we re-elected Senator Warnock in 2022. And we believe that we're going to have to do that this year in order to be successful. We can't leave votes on the table. And so we've got to be in the rural parts of our state talking about the accomplishments of this administration, from the Inflation Reduction Act and trying to get broadband into households, right? Trying to make sure that there is infrastructure, clean water, clean air, better roads for folks, right? We got to do all of those things, and we got to be talking to those voters and meeting them where they are. That's what we're doing here in Georgia, and we think if we do that the right way, that we'll be able to win and be very, very successful in November.
Kevin, we were just taking a look at that polling that shows Georgia specific in that razor-thin lead that Kamala Harris and the Democrats currently have. We know Democrats were able to turn Georgia blue in 2020 for the first time in nearly 30 years. So the question is, can that happen again in 2024? And do you think that strategy that you were just describing, visiting those rural areas that have historically voted Republican, is going to be the reason that that gets done again?
Well, we absolutely believe that Georgia will be blue in 2024 as it was in 2020. We've got a lot of work to do over 65 days to make sure that's the case. But look, we are going to do everything that is possible, everything that is needed in order to do that. We've already made significant investments in the state. There are 200 people, paid staffers on the ground right now here in Georgia, 24 field offices over the course all around the state. Thousands of people are showing up, not just to the rallies. We had 7,500 people at that rally on Thursday, but we had another 2,000 people who signed up to volunteer.
Right.
The day that the vice president got into the race, 1,000 people here in Georgia signed up for the very first time to go out and knock doors, to talk to their neighbors, and to be ambassadors for this campaign. So we know that the infrastructure that we have built here on the ground is going to help us to be able to turn out the votes that we need to turn out in November. I'll contrast that with the Trump campaign. They're not making the investments here in the state. They're not putting the bodies here on the ground. Look, the darkest place in America, I always say, is in between the two ears of a Republican. I don't get paid to give them advice. What I know is that the infrastructure that we are building, the people that we have put on the ground, are going to put us in position to win.
And I know NewsNation investing a lot of time in looking at the ground game in Georgia and other swing states. So we'll have more of that reporting coming up next week. Kevin, thank you so much for your insight into Georgia. We'll be paying attention to that state, most certainly.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.